Hey friends, welcome to Living in Country. Today we're going to be sharing 10 of my favorite farmhouse home plans, and we're going to be talking about the pros and cons to the interior, exterior, as well as the layout of the home plans. So if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Familiar with our channel, you guys know that we built a home. We moved into our home 3.5 years ago. It was our very first home that we've ever purchased, but we also DIY'd it. So we lived 7 years in a tiny home, which I have a wonderful video where I shared 10 of my favorite tiny farmhouse home plans. So make sure to check that out. But we spent 7 years tiny home living and then built this home. So we were brand new to the building process, brand new to owning a home, and so we made a lot of mistakes along the way, one being picking a home plan that was very, very old. So these are my top 10 favorite farmhouse home plans if I was to go back in time and build again. So I'd like to thank our partners for today's video, Skillshare. If you guys aren't familiar with Skillshare, they are an online learning community where thousands of creatives just like yourselves come together to get their creative juices flowing. They have so many classes, whether that be art classes, photography classes, videography classes, gardening classes, or even classes like interior design. And my absolute favorite is Emily Henderson's class. I always share her class because it is absolutely amazing. You learn about decorating with vintage finds and just decorating your home with meaning, and I highly recommend checking out her class. So if you guys have taken advantage of using Skillshare's free membership, don't worry because you can get an awesome deal with Skillshare still. So if you guys click my link in the description box below, you can get 30% off of Skillshare Premium membership, which is absolutely awesome for the whole year. So again, thank you to Skillshare for partnering with us on today's video. And let's go ahead and check out these 10 awesome farmhouse home plans and talk about all the great things about them and all the things that I would change. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start off these top 10 farmhouse home plans with a few that I've actually shared tours of by the homeowners on our channel. And then there is 2 that I'm gonna refer you guys to their Instagram accounts because they have beautiful homes and they have either shared a home tour on their Instagram account or they have pictures of inside the home. So I thought that that might be helpful for all of you. I want to start off with one of my very favorite home plans, and it's a honey of a farmhouse, and actually their home made the page of AD house plans. So I thought that was really, really neat. We are on ad.com. This is a very popular place to get home plans. So what I love about a honey of a farmhouse, her home, is how unique it is, and I love that you could style these so many different ways. I love the white exterior farmhouse right now, and I think that this is just a really unique home plan. So if you guys have watched our tour on the channel, you will see that they did opt into adding a basement, which I thought was a really great idea because every square footage of this home is used to the max. So there isn't like an office, there isn't a playroom or a bonus room. And so I thought that was a really, really great idea. And when you enter the home, this setup is just like the barn tour that we shared on our channel of our neighbors, Becca and Brian. And I really love that open concept feel. And one of the things that really sticks out to me is the see-through double fireplace. I love this. And I love the setup of the kitchen being to the right, so you can really enjoy while in the kitchen, seeing into the family room as well as the dining room area. And I also love that there isn't a breakfast nook. So there's no extra wasted space or anything like that. It's just a really nice sized dining room and you can enjoy it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I love that the master is in the back. I know a lot of home plans nowadays are in the front up here, so I really like that it's in the back. And when you go upstairs, everything is just so darling. There's just 2 bedrooms for kids, and there's just this little tiny bathroom right here. I just think it's such a perfect house plan for a young family, and this is a little over 2,200 square feet. So I love this house plan, and I think it's so cute. Okay, so we're gonna move actually to southernlivingHouseplans.com, and I actually didn't know as of a couple of months ago that Southern Living actually had house plans until I found an Instagram account who shared her home, and I'll share her home just in a little bit, but she introduced me to that. So this home plan is called the Four Gables. I'm going to take you guys back to what it looks like, and we actually shared Hester Homestead, their home tour on our YouTube channel, and this is their house plan, and I'm obsessed with it. A lot of you all wanted to know what her home plan was, and it is the Four Gables one. This is another really unique style of home where you're walking right in to the staircase, and then you walk right into the kitchen, eating and living room area. Again, this house plan really uses every square footage to the max, which I am all about that. You guys know that tiny home living I learned a lot from, and I learned that if you're gonna have a square footage, you better use it to the max. So I'm not really somebody who absolutely loves home plans that have a breakfast nook, a bar area, and then a dining room area. We actually have that, and we use our dining room as a playroom. So it has always been a playroom, and if we ever sell our home in the future, it can be converted back into a dining room like its purpose. But I love this floor plan. I love that everything is just really open concept, and it's really family friendly. And then when you look upstairs, you have the 2 bedrooms, and then you have that optional playroom, bedroom, or even an office. I know when I'm looking at house plans, we're always looking for bonus room areas, just because we would need an office space for my husband's business, or kind of an extra place for toys. But I think that this is really neat, and I love this loft area right here. If you have young kids, this would be such a great option to have 2 little desks right here, like built-in desks, so that they can color or work off of, or just kind of a fun place to look out the window and maybe get inspired by. So I really love this house plan, and I'm not sure, I'll have to rewatch the video, the home tour on our channel, but I don't believe that Hester's Homestead changed anything in their home plan. But I highly encourage you check out her Instagram account to see if she has shared any of that. And all the ladies that I'm sharing today, they will be linked in the description box below, as well as their home tours, so you guys can get more inspiration. So this one, I'm so excited to share this one. If you guys remember, I talked to you guys about it a little bit earlier in this video. Becca and Brian, our neighbors, they built this beautiful barn style home, and it's gorgeous. We have a tour of it, and Becca was telling me a while back that there was a larger home plan, and I couldn't believe it because their home is already pretty large. I found one really similar, and I'll share with you guys in a few slides away, but I shared a smaller version, and I couldn't believe this is the bigger version, and I wanted to share it with you all here today. I think it's such a great floor plan. It's a little over 3,700 square feet, so it is a really large home plan. And if you do want to just have a smaller one where it's just the barn like this, I'll link Becca and Brian's house plan in the description box below. But it's 3 beds, 2.5 baths, and it's just such a gorgeous home plan. So when you walk in, it's really similar to a Honey of a Farmhouse's structure, where the kitchen, dining room, and great room or living room are all in the same area. And basically the home plan that our neighbors have is basically just like cutting it off right here. So it's just structured a little differently. There's no garage or anything like that, but I will link their home tour down below. And one thing I really love is the upstairs has this really amazing open concept just bonus room. It's really cute. And then the bedrooms, the kid bedrooms, have that Jack and Jill bath. And then over here, there's a great opportunity to have a little locker area for your kids, and it's just hidden and backed away. So a really, really great floor plan, and I like how they gave the option for the garage and just some extra space like the mudroom. I know Becca and Brian, they didn't have a mudroom. They had a little bathroom right here, and then they had a, what is it called? Where you just open up the doors and there's a washer and dryer, which I think really maximized their space, which I actually liked very, very much. I would say if I was to go with either of the home plans, I would actually go with the smaller one that our neighbors built, just because you get more bang for your buck. So that would be my advice. And then right here, we are back at AD house plans, and I love this home. If you guys are familiar with Jetset Farmhouse, they actually built this home plan, and they have that white exterior look. It's absolutely gorgeous, and they really fixed this home plan to look absolutely amazing. So this one is 3,862 square feet with 5 beds and 4.5 baths. And I'm gonna go ahead and link her Instagram account down below. I would love one day to have the honor of sharing her home on our channel. I would absolutely love that. I have a list of wonderful homes that I would just love, but they altered this home plan so very much, and I absolutely love it. One thing she did, so she actually flipped the house plan in reverse. So her foyer is right here and her office is here. So everything is just flipped. But one thing I really, really liked that she did is she actually changed the family room and made it where the dining room is. So, and I'd love one day to find out why she did that. I think it's really, really neat. And it just gives it a fun, fresh new look, but I'd love to hear her thoughts one day on why she chose to do that. I do know that her area over here looks different, but she has this all saved in her Instagram account, I think on her stories or something like that. And so if you guys want to check that out, you totally can. I would feel super uncomfortable sharing her personal home plan without her permission or anything like that. Especially since she designed it. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free to do that. This is what the upstairs looks like, and I just think it's such a cute home, and definitely one that has kind of that classic, never goes out of style type of home. So I really, really love this one. And this one is the Cove Cottage. Now this one I learned about from a Instagram account, White Cottage, I believe. White Cottage Farmhouse is her Instagram account name. I'll have it linked down below. And she just did an incredible job with this home. This is not a home that I would have picked out just because I'm not seeing past all the colors, the blue and the green. And so she turned it white, just gave it life and gave it kind of an updated look, and I really, really loved that. I thought she did an incredible job. It just goes to show that if you put a little paint or update it, because I think that this is an older house plan, you can make something just look amazing. So it might not be your taste, but you can change it up a little bit and make it your own, and she just did an incredible job. So this is a house plan I would have never thought to have picked until I saw her home. So they did an incredible job. I want to show you guys the layout because it's really, really darling. So there's a little sunroom, which I think is so cute. We don't have a lot of homes in our areas where I live in Washington State with sunrooms, so I thought that was really cute. I believe that they built their home in Texas or maybe Louisiana. I'm gonna say it's Louisiana. But you walk in and there's a really cute living area and a dining area and a kitchen. And I think even if you wanted to make this a smaller home, you could make it just this square right here, which I think is really neat. But you walk over here and there's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and then the upstairs here. I just think it's a really neat and unique floor plan. And I'm gonna show you guys the upstairs because I think this is really darling too. There's a little bunk room, which I think is fun, a bedroom, and there's a lot of storage space in this home. And I love how there's a little staircase to a playroom. I think that's so sweet.
So now we are gonna go to one that I am absolutely obsessed with. This just looks beautiful from every angle. It is a little bit larger of a square footage of home. This one's over 4,000 square feet, 5-bedroom, modern farmhouse, and there is laundry rooms on both floors. I definitely wouldn't be doing that, but I think it's a really neat concept. So I'm gonna show you guys this house plan. I think it's really, really great. You walk in and there's a study room, there is a school room, which I think is really cool. And you have this beautiful kitchen, which kind of reminds me of a honey of a farmhouse, how it sticks out like this, which I think is really cute. With some bar stools here in the island, and everything is really open concept, minus these rooms right here. I might even, if this was my home plan, I might even just have like a double door right here, French doors, or even on this side. Or it could be opted into being kind of a guest little suite too. One of my favorite things about this home plan is the master suite. I love how master it is. I love the whole setup of it, and I love how there's a fireplace. How cute is that? This home plan is just really, really cool. It's definitely inspiring. So I love that. And we're gonna check out the upstairs. So I don't like the fact that this is very, very closed off. I think it's great for a larger family. I definitely would opt out of the additional laundry room. That just sounds like a little bit of wasted space in my opinion. And I would definitely probably make this just one large bonus room right here. But I definitely think it is a home plan that would be so, so great if you have a large family. And the outside of this is just absolutely beautiful from every angle. This home is just spectacular. I love it so, so much. Okay, now this one is one I love. I love this one. I've actually seen quite a few people build this on Instagram. So if I can find them, I will link their accounts, but here are a few photos. Okay, so this one is almost 4,000 square feet. I just love the open concept part of this home. I feel like it works really well. This home in particular would probably be one of my top contenders if we were ever to be able to build again. It's just a little bit too big. I would probably find some ways to be able to cut corners to make it smaller, just because I'm not somebody who would need, or our family isn't somebody who would need 4,000 square feet for a family of 4. But when you walk in, the foyer is open concept. You're able to see throughout the whole home. I love this lounge area, and if I was personally to live in here, this would be a workspace. It would be very functional. It wouldn't be just a place where there's, you know, 2 places to sit in the house kind of thing. I love that there's this dining area instead of having a dining area and a breakfast nook. So I really like that there is no wasted space here. And one of my favorite things about this home plan is the prep kitchen back here. I think this would be so great to have a little coffee bar area if you're somebody who drinks wine. I'm not, but to have like a little wine bar, to have, you know, some of the appliances that you might not want to show in your kitchen. And I just think that this would be such a great pantry area. I do know there is a walk-in pantry right here. That might be something I would personally and possibly take out, but that's just my personal preference. And I love that there's like this little packaging office right here. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you guys know my husband and I each have a office in our home. So I actually took over my husband's office downstairs, and we turned our above our garage attic space into a office for my husband. So we've really used every square footage of our home is 2,000 square feet. So we've really used every single square footage to the absolute max in the home we live in right now. So I would love this little space for my husband's office. And then of course I just need a laptop. So that would be a great area for myself. And I'm gonna take you guys upstairs because everything you guys can see. I love that the staircase is right in the living room. I just think, I personally like when the staircases are in the, you know, the living room or the great room instead of being in the foyer. I don't know why, that's kind of my personal preference. And when you go upstairs, I just love this upstairs. It's not so dreamy. They have this loft area, a media center. There's 3 bedrooms up here. And I have seen somebody on Instagram, I will link them if I can find them. There's so many home building accounts right now that are sharing their modern farmhouse builds that it's really hard to keep up. But somebody took this area and took out the bathroom, excuse me, I believe is what happened. So they took out the bathroom and they pushed the bedroom, and I think so it ended up being longer. And then they made this area like a playroom area. They did a bathroom here, and then they made this a huge bonus room, which I thought was amazing. They probably have a larger family, but I thought that was really neat, and it's fun to see how other people kind of play with these home plans because they obviously can be altered. Okay, so this is another one of my favorite home plans. I actually shared this in the Tiny Farmhouse, my 10 Tiny Farmhouse home plans. And this one is not tiny, it's 1,800 square feet, but the square footage and how it's laid out could be perfect if you wanted it to be 1,000 square foot home. So if you wanted it to be 1,000 square foot home and just for a couple, you can totally just use this floor plan right here and just have everything open concept, and you can have it so there's no upstairs. So this could basically be pushed out, or if you needed a basement, of course, too. But I think that this is such an amazing floor plan. This is what the upstairs looks like. So there's 2 bedrooms right here and a loft area, and I just think it is so cute. And this is the barn-shaped home that I was telling you guys about a little bit earlier that I found. And so this is called the Bright and Airy, and I just think that this is such a sweet look. How cute is this? I would love to be able to build this so very much. Okay, the next one is this home plan. This one was built in Georgia, and I just love how clean this look is. It reminds me a lot of Hester's homestead, the outside look of her home plan. And then there's an account called, I believe it's the Old Barn. We've shared a tour of their home before, and the outside look kind of looks similar to their floor plan, I think. And this is just a really cute floor plan. It reminds me a lot of the home that we built, but ours is much tinier and set up a little different. But everything is pretty similar to mine. So when you walk into the foyer, there's a dining room right here. Our dining room, this is where our playroom is in our home. And then there's a bedroom right here, and we actually had our bedroom, one of our bedrooms, turned into an office. So I actually took this wall and put some French doors, and that's my office here. But in our floor plan, it showed that our bedroom door was right here. So that's a little fun backstory. But this is just set up so cute. I love the floor plan. I will say this one is a little bit of an older home plan, so there are more updated home plans that could be a better fit for your family. But I definitely like the overall structure of it, and this is that home plan. Okay, the next one is a really cute rustic. They call it the Rustic Getaway, but I think that this would just make a darling home. It's 1,700 square feet, 2 stories, and I think it's just darling. How cute is this? So you walk in to a beautiful great room with a fireplace and an open concept island, a little tiny dining room, which I think is so cute. And then the master bedroom is just really set up great. I love that the master closet is right here. It's not in the bathroom. And then I'm gonna take you guys on a little peek of the upstairs. So we have 2 bedrooms upstairs, and then there's also a sleeping loft. I think this would be great as a playroom or even kind of like a craft area or something like that, maybe even an office, but it's open to below, which I think is really, really neat.
A big thank you to Skillshare for partnering with us on today's video, and a big thank you to all of you that are watching today's video. Let me know if you guys are on a DIY building journey or maybe even just a building journey in general, and let me know your guys' favorite home plan. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.